time, folks! Wait, can you guys hear me? Not 100% so my mic gave out or not. I'm gonna test my mic. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's see here, let's see here. It's show time, folks! Alright, mic's working. Let's go collect our dailies. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Wait. This is. Ow, 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 ow. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, tons of new notifications. Okay. I mean, like, probably nothing. Deck slots! Wait, you can get more than 20? Okay, so that's new. Let's see here. Maybe there's something new in the gates. Wait, chapter 3, folks. We got a whole lot of scenarios we need to go through. Today, I am with Mountain Dew as my beverage to drink. Mountain Dew, if you want to sponsor me, you can, because I basically have an idea for 6 commercials. 9 if we get 2 actors, 1 for male, 1 for female. Basically the same commercial regarding 3 different subjects. Verbal, bullying, physical bullying, and both types of bullying. I can basically may help you guys out with a commercial like that to discuss that, while also advertising your guys' product and a unique new flavor if you guys want to make a Mountain Dew flavor around my character. Wakusu Blaze, the space pirate werewolf from the void. Anyways, let's get into this. The secret powers of the planet. Time for storytelling Wakusu. A few years had passed. Let me turn the light on. Just so I don't step on anything specific, like a dead mouse. A few years had passed since that nightmare of a tragedy. What? Oh, a woman awoke. He found when a woman awoke, he found that the girl and her brother were no longer with him. Was I.B. really gone? Now for good. The loss of the girl had its grip over a worm's heart, like an unbreakable vice. I couldn't protect her couldn't protect IB. If only I was stronger, then death could have been avoided. The battle had left a chance in a worm's heart. Now that IB was gone, a war had tasted for the first time just how terrifying a battle could be, and now devastating. Losing someone you treasured could be. Didn't have the heart to go on with his journey, not for now. However, there was still one thing on his mind that bothered him. It was Yugioh. Even now, still had no idea where he had gone. No doubt the spell has taken him. Now that his beloved sister was no more, everyone thought about how Yugioh must be feeling right now. His heart became fraught with an immovable weight. But that was exactly why had to go after his childhood friend, and soon the swordsman resumed his journey with Imdok. It was when panic was beginning to settle in Aurora's mind. When was it coincided? Or did the midnight that dwelled within him led him to it? He stumbled across a dormant quarrel. It occurred to him that this might lead to a clue. He could try and restore it and see if a communication system still working. Aurora succeeded in restoring the quarrel again after his communication system, along with a number of records that detailed areas in which swarm were active, and data on the location where many quarrels had been destroyed. Perhaps there was still some life left in those areas, and if there was, maybe they would. Well, she had gone. Armed with his new crew, Aurora set off to the areas he had gleaned from the records. However, as useful as the information was, it unfortunately didn't make Aurora's expedition any easier. There was merely a sign of life to be spotted anywhere, and the journey was looking like it could end in vain. Nathan Kaling and unrelenting continued to battle the two mercilessly. But at last, a glimpse of hope at the end of the arduous tunnel. Ram and Induk had stumbled across the remaining tribes of the planet. That of the failed fiery recluse is the stalwart beast and the sacred lakeside trees. Although this encounter brought no clue as to negotiations well about Aurum and Imdok, or blessed with the legends and knowledge of the tribes, and by linking them together, Aurum was able to unlock a great power of the world, and witness it, the tremendous power that slumbered in its depths. It made him think of the world's childless power that will bestow it to him. But this was greater, far greater, hiding unbeknownst to the dwellers of the planet. Was this what Lee had sought? Found. What were the most secrets dwelled beneath the surface? One of them was the rebirth records, inscribed with the history of the planet, chronicles from generations long forgotten, and the others bygone memories of the planet's glorious age, though humans ruled from the apex. Long, long ago, there was a god who ruled the skies, with dragonkind as his disciples. It perpetuated the cycles and rebirth to maintain the balance of the realms. However, the scales of destruction grew bigger each time, and one day the balance of the two were thrown into great disarray. Once this deck grew delicate balance, once this delicate balance toppled, even the sacred skies could not hold back the destruction it wrought. The god decided that it could no longer oversee skies by itself, with its power of creation, it brought forth layers and layers of the toughest earth, and sealed the power of destruction within. With nowhere to go, the power raised it and raised it until it boiled and skulks at the very earth, morphing it. The torrent of power rushed through the land and merged it with the power of creation, leaking out onto the surface. It became a small manifestation of the cycle of death and rebirth, and gave life to the land. With the last of its strength, the god then turned it into a key and entrusted it to the life blooming on the planet before vanishing. In the years following its disappearance, the power of destruction re-emerged on the surface many times. However, every time it did, the life on the planet will use the key, and with the help of the dragon kind, push it back to where it came. Over time, the key came to be known as world, and the power of destruction as the great darkness. Thus, the great legend of the world was born. Starlit hero, your soul sees wrapped in light. May you triumph over the great darkness. May you triumph over the great darkness. Hey, wait, this looks like Dazels! Decades, centuries, many millenniums passed since the beginning of the rebirth records. The land was now populated with life known as humanity. They were a civilization who had gained scientific knowledge and technology know-how, and were at the heights of their prosperity. Their glory came across, for it's not only told the planet gives away, but also the dragons who protected it. The god and the dragons that once were had faded into obscurity as more tales. It was during this time that the key was excavated and uncovered. The humans were exhilarated by such a legendary and mystical find. Although its authenticity became clearly acknowledged, some expressed worries and doubts at the discovery. What did it mean for the key to have resurfaced in this time? Was this an omen warning them of an inevitable battle between the world hero and the great darkness, like the legend said? Now that they could see that the key existed in its soul form, did this not also mean that the power of destruction will indeed seal deep within the planet's crust? Humanity began to assemble their finest to analyze the key. Within the team that had formed it, there was scientists who had shown whole talent in all fields of medicine, astronomy, and arts. Arts, philosophy. Her name was Lee. Lee was known all over the world as the foremost authorized authority on computer science. The analyst was able to proceed smoothly thanks to her involvement, and not long after, the team branched itself as an organization called Crusadia under the jurisdiction of the Confederation of Nations. Once they had analyzed the key further, they began to draft a plan that would help fight the immediate threats to their planet. It would involve warriors panical nature, and they call it Project McKnight. Work was proceed without a moment's delay. Meanwhile, Lee drew up a hypothesis and sought to validate it in sequence. She get to the roots of the appearance of the Great Darkness that World Hero Legends spoke of. Recorded in the legends were multiple tales of the key being used to drive back by harnessing the power of creation and destruction. Do we have another? No. It was a simple enough story. The Great Darkness would appear, and the World Hero would fight it back with the key. However, could the reverse also not be true? That using the key was the very thing that drew the Great Darkness out. There were those who were entrusted with a divine, and the conspirators who sought to revive the power of destruction. The World Hero Lesson was ultimately a story of the power struggle over the key. Whoever has the key will control the fate of the world. Also went Lee's hypothesis. Anyway, and the more time she spent trying to validate it, the her ambitions grew. The divine powers will be mine. Sorry I haven't been welcoming people to the stream. I've been focusing trying to reach you guys the scenario story. I'm gonna get a quick drink before we continue with these two scenarios. Let's see, why is it this? Okay, so Protector. So that means first one will give me the Protector. You. Okay. I'm gonna drink some of my Mountain Dew. I might put on my glasses to kind of like try and help me with reading this. even though my glasses aren't 100% fixed. What I mean by this, guys, is my glasses are wearable. Yes, they are wearable. But the thing is, the thing is about my glasses is the frame. Yeah, see guys, basically my frame doesn't fit my glasses. So because of this, okay, my glasses need to be clean. So because of this, guys, there's a chance that my lenses might accidentally fall out my frames. Since we don't have the right frames for the glasses. Here's my guess for what might happen in this scenario. In this gate. We get introduced to Crusadia. Which, by the way, people who might not know, I used to run Crusadias with Mech Knights. Great deck concept, but can never truly pull it off. Mostly due to probably the fact that, one, my Crusadia deck wasn't really balanced. Also, my sister tells me that this right here has a little battle animation. Not 100% sure. Huh. I'm not 100% sure on that for the whole totality of the battle animation. I might have to check. To try and confirm it. Let's see here. I'm going to try and go for the 2 hours, maybe longer. After we go through the new gates, I'll check out the new fest. Who knows? I might want my Dark Magicians in it, like I typically do with some of these festivals, and like I typically do in ranks. Excuse me, let's see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because it will help me out a lot. Don't forget to basically do as is, leave a comment down below for during or after the stream. Feel free to chat in chat and ask me questions. Currently, no, I'm not a VTuber. Okay, here's a few ones off the back. No, I'm not a VTuber. Yes, I did do a stream on reality. No, I can't upload I don't know how to upload a stream from reality to YouTube. No, I don't know how to use reality to stream on a different platform, so I can't basically, for example, start stream on reality for it to be able to go onto YouTube, or go start stream on reality to try and do this is for to go on live on Twitch. To those who don't know, reality is basically a streaming, so like a streaming app. Well, not a streaming app, more so like a I guess a streaming platform. It's basically like YouTube, stuff like that. Except for you can make an avatar. Yes, I have played #me. It's a fun game. It's a fun app. Do I plan on becoming a VTuber? Well, one day? Yes, maybe. Depends on if we get the room all cleared up. I get a pretty good gaming setup in there. Because if we can't, then basically that just means we have to get the laptop fixed. And trying to do VTuber stuff on a laptop is pretty hard, just like trying to do the VTuber stuff on a phone. Do I plan on doing streams on Nintendo Switch games? Same. Okay, that's the same answer as... That's a similar answer to the VTuber one. Yes, but only if we can get the other room cleared out and get a good gaming setup for in there. No, here, now here's a similar part. We get my laptop fixed. I find a good program to emulate the Switch games, stuff like that, and get the entire virus detection fixed on my laptop. I seriously don't want to replace it. I had that laptop for a while now, and I don't want to replace it. Let's see what else. What I'm streaming on right now is the PlayStation 4. Don't have a PlayStation 5. And let's see. So yeah, let's continue. A few years have now passed since Project McKnight began. And finally, McKnight of the Morning Star was complete. It had been fitted with a core powered by the key and possessed enough power to fight the most deadly of wolves. However, an incident occurred during the test run with none other than Lee as his test pilot. With the keys he had reversed all of the celestial power coursing through its mechanical body and devote it them to the planet core faster than anyone could make a move. Lee had planned all this out before taking her place as test pilot. The power that Lee had flowed through into the planet core split the land, and once again the destruction from within over forward to the surface, exposing every bit of earth that it. The entire world was beginning to split apart. In this unprecedented disaster and the revival of the great darkness through even Herbal Nero. However, its resurrection was not without its obstacles. The Crusaders had created a sister unit, 7 Mech Knights in total. The remaining faced off against Mech Knight of the Morning Star and destroyed it, sealing away the great darkness back within the Earth's core once more. But the great darkness was at the end of the days, a divine force, one that the mortals failed to seal away completely. Inspired by the key, the team decided to put their powers into physical vessels of their own and left them on the surface as legacies. Now that the lands were ruined, it was getting harder and harder to live in such conditions. It seemed that life on this planet would be gradually snuffed out, including humanity. The reason why the Master of the Key, the world hero, disappeared in our time of need is because we humans drained the power of its power. Thought the Crusaders, they began to mobilize to put an end to humanity's so-called glory, as it was the largest obstacle to the revival of the barren lands and the planets. Chances of surviving. They left the 7 Mech Knights they had built in the ruined world after they were programmed with instructions to help rekindle the planet. The Mech Knights also started with data of the Crusader memories. They had its purpose, a brain link with. If the lands could be healed once more, and the planet could take back the power it once had, then perhaps they could avoid immediate disaster. The Crusaders left olden hopes to a faraway future they may not even reach. However, there was one thing they failed to realize. The mastermind behind this incident was Lee, and she had already been taken by the Burning Lands. When she was found, she was already dead. But only in flesh. Her soul had been released from its physical vessel, and she had transformed into World Legacy World Childless. Her will and knowledge. tremendous power that dwelled within the planet was the very thing that Lee was after. So, suddenly he was struck by a sense of terror. He could feel a great force of malice that threatened the planet, but from where he could not tell. Perhaps someone somewhere was beckoning to the darkness, trying to bring it forth. He had to stop them before another terrifying disaster happened. And in that moment, in Owen's mind, the figure of Nikosu appeared. The figure of his childhood friend, tormented sadness from IB, seeking darkness and his despair at the world. Although slight, he could feel Ningusu's presence within the mouth. It couldn't be. We and his uneasy heart in the world in hearts in he would help to stop this madness. He asked the elders of each tribe to lend him their strength, and they answered his pleas with a great number of warriors, and the tribes united in a formidable alliance. They named themselves after the warriors of old that the writings spoke of, and thus the second coming of the Crusaders was born. The Crusaders were taken to a hidden spot by the trunk of the sacred tree and activated World Legacy World Crown. Owen and his companions had now obtained power that could help them combat Alice that fell in their world. The Crusaders began their advance towards the giant tower at the center of all the mountains. The oak huts waited, towering into the sky. In its metallic magnificence, surrounding it were the oak huts, mechanical, waiting on standby to silence formations. At the tower's base was Nin Crucial and activating World Legacy. World long was the unity thing on his mind. Only thing on his mind. Now that could see his childhood friend, the soulsman could only think about how much sadder he looked. Pray that he was only overthinking the situation, but he knew that the reality was not a kind one. She was here because he wanted the power of darkness, and he was at the center of the malice. Had felt. That was that awaited him at the end of his long search. But no matter how much time has passed, how things have changed, the one thing that remained the same was that Yugioh was still his friend. Alone thought about what he could do now that he was healed. He had no stop from he had to stop. From starting a disaster that could mean the end of the world. The only one who can stop his villainy is me. A worm thought. In all his colors, he sighed for his companion to mobilize. Let's mobilize. Now a new battle that was about to begin. When Yugioh saw what had happened, a bolt of guilt pierced through his grief. Even in his desperation, he never imagined that this would happen. His eyes could hardly believe what they were seeing. How did all this happen so fast? He prayed that he was dreaming, and that he was going to wake soon. All he wanted was to see his still sister again. As the scene of another nightmare unfolded around him, he became embroiled in his storm of emotions. I need to say, I be. Even as his mind was numbed with stupor, Yugioh's body began to move without command. In what looked like an impulsive choice, he struck his childhood friend unconscious, taking both the other man's sword and IB. What good was this world if IB were not in it? He would do anything to be it good or evil, if it meant that he could see her smile again. That single thought of getting his sister back was all Yugioh needed to force him weary limbs forward. He had the midnight's curves, but when the 6 nightmares were defeated, and now he also had the sword he took from a worm. Using facilities that were still present in the Magnite's headquarters, he analyzed the artifacts with feverish desperation, which were possessing a mystical power similar to that of the world legacies, and if anything had a clue regarding its specifics, it would be the Magnites. They might even have a way to bring IB back.
Although he was unable to glean a way to resurrect IP, he learned a great deal about a number of facilities from the ancient civilization. Goshi left the mechanized headquarters and set off to each one of them with the lifeless body of his sister in tow. Many of the facilities he visited had already ceased to work, and the ones that barely did provided little to no useful information. However, Gosu never gave up. There must be a way he could save his IB somehow. With that unwavering belief in his heart, he resumed his grueling journey, and finally, at long last, he discovered an ancient facility that was still in working condition. After countless Railway rocket, Gosu had gone through more information than any average man would in his life. He had thoroughly inspected mechanized codes and several ancient facilities. With what he had gathered, including files on the key and technologies thought to be long lost, he had finally unlocked the secrets hidden within the planet. And the truth of the world that had been shrouded in mysteries, Ninkusu trembled with joy. Hello, Drew. Well, guys, speak English. I believe you're speaking Spanish? Is that correct? Trembled with joy. He could revive his sister now. With his newfound certainty, Ninkusu set about creating a vessel that could house Ibiso using the ancient technology. However, this task was to be most difficult yet. Trial after trial resulted countless failures, and the byproducts. And as the days ticked by, he had amassed enough vessels to create his own army. But at last, his efforts paid off. He had finally created a mechanical doll that would work. By synchronizing the doll with the body of his dead sister, he also succeeded in reinitializing the functions of one of the twin souls, vital to his plan. So much time had been poured into this endeavor, but at least there was something to show for it. A strange sense of enlightenment began to bubble within Ninkusu. His sister had given her life for this world. Now it was time for him to create a new world for her. Lin Gusu had the mechanical doll powers. The second step of the plan to build Oak House waited horrible could finally begin. Okay. Now we can actually get into some of the duels. Keep in mind, guys, we doing the stream from my bed, which is a good distance away from the TV, as I don't have a gaming setup. It feels like a the PS4 connected to a computer. And I forgot to do this. Let's see if we can turn the fan pack on to rotate. Hold on. Okay. I remember correctly how to basically play. I think I remember how to use Crusaders. Okay. Let's do this. Draw. Okay, we'll exit crown. First, let's summon you. Go to you. Now, guys, normally that would be those who are new to Yu-Gi-Oh! Typically, that would be our only time we can summon. But with Crusaders, we can special summon to an arrow a link monster, specifically a Crusader link monster is pointing to. And now if we activate this, we can add a card to our hand. And now we can upgrade from link 1 to link 2. And that's not all. We can now activate this to get this, while also getting you, no Crusader monster to the field. And now we can upgrade it to 3. But that's not all. We can special summon this and boost our monster's attack points even further. But it is good, guys, to see that I have fans or people that are interested in my streams across the world. Yes, I can speak somewhat of 5. Yes, I can. Yes, I know 5 languages. I'm only fluent in and understanding 1 language, and that's English. For I can barely speak. The other are Spanish, German, French,
and Japanese. Like, I know some words from different languages, but the ones I know the most of are basically those ones. Well, I guess I know more than 5 languages, but I can only know like how to say a few things. Like sometimes, like I know how to say hello in some languages. I also know how to say a curse word in some languages. The most common polite thing to say in a different language to a woman. Like, here's an example. Hola, señorita. Oh. I guess it was the other one's like, hello, mademoiselle. Something like that. I also know lads and lasses. Let's activate you. Tug you. And besides that, yeah. Okay, this I. Let's see, this and this. Target you. I mean, like, seriously, guys, if I was, like, sitting on my chair, I'd be able to do this a lot much more easier. Let's activate you, pick you, set you, I guess. Wait, I can't attack. Dang, they also locked me out of, basically, if I had another monster, I could special summon to right here, but right now I can't. Dang. I think I'll activate that. Okay. And this is gonna be hard. Let's do this. Really? Clever, I guess, since basically it's preventing me from using the Exo deck. Mainly because I am currently unable to do is to special summon to one right here or here because, oh, well, basically it being I can. Nice try. Let's do this. you know what? Let's do this. I think I'll end my tone. Go ahead, try and attack. I think I'll put this in defense position. Right here. Now I might only have one spot. But not for long. Now you can take out this won't have any effect, or you can take out this. I think I'll activate this to target you to destroy you. And use you. You really think that will... I think I'll special summon you. Activate you to destroy you. Well, to negate you. Now let's destroy that pesky world legacy. Hey, you know it, folks, we are riding the train. That's all that is basically freaking Konami keeps on releasing packs. They keep on releasing gates for us, the duelists, to go through. You guys know it. I will be streaming those gates. Okay, my opponent's gonna attack this. I don't have any cards in my hand to basically get rid of my opponent's cards in one fell swoop when it comes to okay. Tribute summon. Let's see what we get. That could be useful. Now I know. If my attack point's not very high, I can't go and destroy it super fast. Let's activate you and use your effect right now. And let's get rid of you. To special summon you and face up defense position right here. Okay. Let's see here. I could deal a ton of damage right now to that right there. Like a giant could. Should be summoned. They trying to plan something. Nope. Negate. So how? So they're basically using calls as defensive measures. Okay, I can easily get past that. Ah, I see. Not very much attack points. Let's see what my deck gives me. Sweet! Might not be best, but it's the best I can do right now. Though, I can still get out and use it to my advantage. Wait. OTK. Never said I was good with Crusaders. Well, time to basically bring out one of my big guns. And no, not a little gun. Though that would make an interesting deck. Let's see here. Edit. So why not? Let's just use that one. Cause I'm interested to see this. But I'm also interested to see how the freaking MFing AI can handle one of my most stronger decks. If it can actually handle the complicated plays needed to take down my Mech Knight's deck. if it can make the complicated plays needed to. If it can, well then this is one level. Go, Lulu. Low, freaking. Get AI. Combine into Morning Star. Now activate your effect. Wait. It actually does. It says. Bloody hell, I didn't know that. My opponent doesn't even, most likely doesn't have a card in their hand that can help them. But now they most likely are struggling. I haven't even brought out the big guns yet. But now I will. As this deck is capable of more than this one specific play. Unless they put a monster heal, they will be down for the count. No matter where they place a monster besides heal. Even then, the monster has to be defense position and more have higher attack. $2,800, eh? I think I will end, as you only need one attack from me to lose this fight. Advance this one. Now end my tone.
You only have one field available. I advise you use it well and sparingly. Though you shall not know my capabilities. My strength as a duelist. The pride I have. And my resolve to win this duel. But you now see it clear as day. A taste of my strength. What might seem like a defensive play is simply more than meets the eye. As long as Owen's Sunset is on the field, victory is ensured. Though they cannot get past Owen Sunset's defense. And yes guys, the text is small to me since I am a bit far away from the TV. Let's summon you. And you not be the only thing to be summoned this tone. See, folks, we have to give over 3,000 attack. Well, they have to get over 33,000 defense. And the lowest they can deal to us is 300. They have 17 cards. We have 20. We have 4,200 life points. They have only 100. Now they shall see why the Mech Knights are superior. Oh, and sunset and night. Purple night fall come together to create a beautiful rainbow of spectrums. Now, our chance for victory. Destroy the Occasion. No! I hope. Just like a warrior, we won't give up. To those who don't know, there's one thing we as Freudians, we as warriors, we as pirates, space pirates, we as the chasers, the sun riders, do. And that's, my friends, is keep fighting. We never give up. Even when hope seems to be gone, we will not give up. We will continue fighting for what we believe in, for a brighter future, not for me, not for the followers, not for the community, not for our enemies, not for the weak, and not for the strong, but for everyone, a brighter future. That's what the Demon Lunar's name means. That, my friends, is what we fight for daily. What we strive for. A better future and a better world. One, well, you don't have to worry. A world, well, peace is guaranteed. A world where everyone can be happy. one world destruction of our race isn't a future slowly coming forth. A world where everyone can be at peace. One well wars with Ukraine, thoughts of World War III, viruses like Omicron or Corona. Oh heck, even any types of viruses. Threat for anything that would destroy us, weaken us as a community, weaken us as a community as a whole, will be a thing of the past. That's my fans. That's the people who watch me. It's why I became a content creator. To strive for a better future. Not for myself, but for everyone. As that is what I hope that we can achieve in the future. I know it might seem selfish, it might be foolish, but hey, it's the thought that counts. Speaking about thoughts, thinking about this, maybe remember something. An old project I had came up with a blueprint for. Now, this old project of mine would have been great. Would have weaponized the technology industry. We would basically had technology that were simply thought to be that of fantasy. Technology that would seem impossible to have in our lifetime or any lifetime. And this technology I had came up with a blueprint for will weaponize how we teach people. Will weaponize how we taught science, how we taught history, how we freaking taught math, chemistry, reading, English. It will how we taught every single subject except for PE for the human race. And that, my friends, that's my followers on this media platform. From well, I was gonna call it the one thing that made, I believe, I originally was gonna call it the VR chamber, but most so, now that I'm thinking about it and looking back on it, I'm renaming it to you, well, a reference from an old. Now it's gonna have two names. I don't know if I'm actually gonna make the day, or if someone might come across it and decide to make it, or mistake it for a freaking MFing train, or decide to make it. But the names I'm going to give it is Ark from Noah's Ark and Genesis. As it would be the bringing of an old age to a new world. Anyways, let's finish up with this gate. The Crusader headed towards where Ningoshi was. However, before they could reach him, they had to get past the countless outcast weaponries. The outcasts were mistress, as they were numberless, and the Crusaders suffered greatly as they tried their way through. In the heat of the battle, a wound began to feel that within an old curse that Babel there dwelt a power similar to that of his key. A mechanical vessel using what helpful little of the key's power they had inhaled and activated curse waited Babel. From the depths of the tower, a great light was released, and the tower itself seemed to almost fall away with it, as the beams stretched into the sky above. No! The activation must be stopped! A worm thought, as he dashed towards the machinery. However, before he could move any further, Ningoshi approached before him. It was the first time they seen each other since the tragic long ago. Their eyes met. Chaos of the battle. A worm opening his mouth to speak. Why? He asked. Would you want anything to do with the great darkness? Why put our planet under threat like this? Why did you create this spiraling tower and this army of machinery weapons? Mechanical weapons? The Blue had only one simple answer for him. For IB. It was the only reason he needed. For his sister, he was willing to activate Bible to strike the world legacy world one down from the skies and break the earth's surface, so he could awaken the slumbering world legacy world arc and used his influence over life and death to revive IB's soul. Then, after the great darkness has been created from within the earth, he was going to use his power to resurrect IB as a celestial being. Now that he had heard the truth from men who radiated his soul and knew that he had to stop this at all costs, Yugioh didn't buzz and instead swung his lance. No one was going to stand in his way, not even a worm. The swordsman knew that name Yugioh loved IB more than anyone in the world. But that did not make it right for him to put the entire planet in danger like this. Our knew that IB would not want this, even if it meant that he could live once more. However, for Yugioh, there was nothing he wanted more than to see her sister open her eyes again. What, Mom? I don't know. Wait, what? On fire. Isn't that normal? Wait, is he home? Okay.
Look, I'm gonna put 2 these in the freezer. They have one, but the other one's mine.
Okay. And if it meant that he had to turn against the entire world, then so be it.
Well, sit down, man.
What?
Sit down.
I have to read this.
Put your glasses on.
Well, I would, but
What?
they need to be clean.
Let's run back upstairs. See what them as I find my cleaning one.
Both men had already made. I'm sorry for what you guys might have heard my mother say.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
No,
Yes?
that was my.
Sorry about that, guys, for what my mother said. That wasn't so.
Where are you? Oh, what was the right? Keep up,
Both men had already made their minds up on what they wanted. What? Neither. Okay. Knee? What? Yeah, we do.
Two in there too. One for you, one for me, okay?
Okay.
What's this thing flying at me?
Your ice cream?
Okay, I want that. I need spoon. Oh, we have a fork? This is them, let me get a spoon.
Yo,
Is it clean?
most likely. Mm-hmm. Needle wanted to buzz, and so they clashed it. But Needle could gain a decisive advantage. The the Bible activated. And at last, the world one had been toppled. When it fell to the earth, it gored the land below, and the resulting shockwave reverberated across the entire planet. Okay. Gate clear. Let's go there and see what we can get. Okay, 10 packs. Let's see, what else is there? Okay, that's new. But let's go on the duels and see what we got. The Duelist Cup. Okay, I think we can beat this. Let's copy a deck. And let's use our True Magician's deck for this event. Okay, so not good starting hand, but I can make this hand work. Like I do always for this deck. All we need is one specific card, and this deck will be our victory. We don't have the cards yet. The deck can easily brick at times. So when it does brick, just have to have faith in, well, in the heart of the cards, basically. In other words, you gotta have faith your luck basically will just freaking give you the card you need. And right now the card we need is either Dark Magician or one of the cards that we can use to Magician to the field. all get documents into our hand. And yes, okay, folks, I do live with my mom. As currently, my only job is to upload content. I am on the jobless seems app, hoping that someone will hire me. Same goes for an app for sponsor sourcing. Yes, I am looking for a sponsor. And yes, I actually do hope Mountain Dew would sponsor me. As Mountain Dew is my go-to drink for when it comes to my gaming needs. That's why I don't go to a drink like Monster or drink like Red Bull. And since I drink soda a lot, and because I drink soda, guys, I believe I drink so much soda. I've been looking for something that's within the safe parameters, or basically within what my mom thinks I can handle, or which is under a certain, well, specifically under a certain thing of sugar. But here's the thing. I'm looking for a drink that's basically, it's caffeinated, it's strong, isn't coffee, and basically is within a certain caffeine that sugar we drink that can affect me, because my body is used to caffeine, and I don't want to do is this spend like I think 12 days without caffeine. Just to basically have caffeine affect me again. There's other stuff too, taking a mezzo. For example, even though caffeine doesn't affect me, it's like, okay, my meds I take helps with my emotions. Them helps me basically be focused, and basically helps me wake up a bit. But besides that, it doesn't help me with, but it also helps with keeping, I believe, my ADHD is under control. It's one of the two or both.
Not 100% so, my mom knows. But I'm not risking having her back on. I'm still sorry for what she might have said. I respect all women. Then. Anyways, so yeah. But basically, like, the reason why I'm calling it Arc or Arc VR or Genesis VR is because it's like a full body VR that puts you in the moment, allows you to basically feel, touch, see, and everything that the no VR from SAO could do without the risk of you dying from it. While also doing this is allowing you to take it in and learn a lot. Of neat stuff and actually be there in game, feeling the breeze of the wind, the coldness of the water splashing, hitting you, the sight of the water underwater, of the ocean, underneath the ocean. And yes, it would have been like, if you die in it, you wouldn't die in real life, you just basically respawn in game, or basically would go to like a spectator mode. One of the reasons why I didn't try and make a copy of this blueprint and just sell it to the biggest bio is because what I've basically done is put a lot of schools out of business. And I didn't want to do that. That, and I was only a kid back then. I mean, like, legit, my business plan for it was sell it for a penny, then bump up the price to this big huge ass price to where it was like $1 million for it. And then basically do this is set up a membership that basic system that would basically do is lower the price to like a few $100, while also the membership price being a few hundred as well. That was legit my business plan. Like, legit. It was gonna be like tens to a few hundred. That legit was my business plan. Like, was my entire business plan. For it, and yeah. Besides that, guys, you've been a fantastic audience. I am gonna try to stream more and try to get my phone to be at certain percentages, or figure out a way for me to stream early in the morning, or very quietly with my headset on
with the TV on, so I can stream you guys Cyberpunk on Twitch again. Just so Cyberpunk still stands. If we hit a certain sub count, I will do a stream Cyberpunk on YouTube. That's right. I will stream myself playing as a female character on Cyberpunk. If we hit 100 subscribers. Knowing me, we won't hit 100. But hey, it's something to dream for. But I truly like the translation mates. Even though I just found out about them today. This will be the last duel. I turned the PS4 off so I can go watch some Crunchyroll, some anime, chill, relax, use the bathroom. And you know what? I feel like coming. I feel like I have to, so sorry. See you guys next time. Bye. Hold on. I'm not